Hi everybody, I am going to discuss looping in Python. In this video, I am going to discuss for loop, how for loops works, syntax and example. First of all, we have to know what is looping. Looping is the concept of executing single statement or group of statement after satisfying some tasks repeatedly. This is the repeatedly. Looping is the technique of executing a single statement or group of statement repeatedly after satisfying some tasks. Loop means execution of statement again and again. When the condition is satisfied, then it will enter the execution, otherwise it will terminate from the loop. In this video I will discuss for loop. Let us consider the for loop in Python. First of all, looping. What is looping? Looping is the technique of executing. Looping is the technique of executing a single statement or group of statements repeatedly after satisfying some condition. So looping is the technique of executing a single statement or group of statements repeatedly after satisfying some condition. It is a technique. Every looping must have, that is looping concept require one is initialization. Initialization means starting point of execution, that is initialization. First point is initialization, and second one is condition. We have to check the condition. If the condition is true, then it will execute the loop, and otherwise it will terminate. Number 3 is either increment or decrement. So first of all is initialization, number 1. Number 2 is condition. Number 3 is increment or decrement. So initialization means this is a starting point of execution of any loop. This is the initialization. Then condition, this is one of the entry counter looping. I mean, first of all, when the condition is checked before the execution, that is known as entry counter. When the condition is checked after the execution, that is known as exit counter. Here the initialization, first of all, then it will check the condition. If the condition is true, then it will execute the statement. If the condition is true, then it will execute. After the execution of statement, the condition is initialization values is incremented. So, it's or decremented. You can perform decrement operation also. Increment / decrement mean you can use either increment or decrement operation. Then it goes to the condition again. These steps will execute repeatedly after satisfying the condition. When the condition is true, then you can enter the statement. When the condition is false, then it will terminate from the loop. That is the statement X. I mean out of the loop. So this is the out of the loop, and this concept is known as. So this is the concept of looping in any programming language. Looping is the technique of executing a single statement or group of statements after satisfying this condition. This is the concept of looping. It moves again and again until the condition is false. False means out of the loop. For loop in Python. For is one of the most widely used loop, and definitely it is an entry counter loop. First of all, it check the condition, then it will allow, when the condition is true, to execute the statement or statements. So it is one of the entry control looping. For loop in Python. Syntax is for, there is a variable name in range is a function, and you can use the range value. You can use single range or index. This is the index, comma. You can use index 1, you can use index 1, index 2 and index 3, or you can use only one index. This is the and the range function. So for variable name in range and within that range value. This is the body of the statement. This is the body of the statement. It will execute until unless the range value is terminated. Let us consider the example of how for loop works. First of all, for, that is the, suppose for I is a suppose variable name. You can use any name, A, B, C, or any name, I. In range, suppose that is equal to 5. And if you want to print I, then it will print 0. Default initialization value is 0. Default initial value is 0, and the range is here 5. It will print 0, and automatic incrementation, default increment is 1. Default increment value is 1. Initialization value is 0. Then it will print 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. When it match 5, it will skip the further execution. So this is the concept. Range 5 mean from starting from 0, then 1, then 2, 3, 4, and when it meets range that is equal to 5, it will terminate the execution. So how it works? Let us consider the flowchart. The initialization of I is here 0. By default initialization is 0. And then the execution and the condition range 5. Range 5 means up to 5. So here it is the condition. Now it will print I. When it I equal to 0, then check 0 0 is not equal to 5. 0 is not equal to 5. It will print 0. Then it is default incremented, that is I equal to I plus 1. In I is 1. I is now 1, then it goes to range 5. Range condition again. Now 1 equal to 5, no. Then it will print 1. Then I is incremented to 2. 2 equal to 5, no. It will be incremented 2. Then I is 3. 3 equal to 5, no. 3. Then I printed 3. 4. 4 equal to 5, no. 4 printed. Now 5. 5 equal to 5, then out of the loop. When the range value, value of I is become the range value, that is I is 5 here, range is 5 here, it will stop the execution of the loop statement. That is the statement within for. So this is the basic concept through which we can execute Python. Here the initial value is 0. You can specify the initial value of I within the range function. You can also specify the increment value also. Let us consider a few example of other syntax of for loop. Suppose for I in range 1, 5. Now print I in, suppose I in range 1, 5. Print I. I in range 1, 5. Print I. What happened? Print I. What happened? I in range 1, 5 mean I is initialized to 1. This is the initial value. This is the initial value and this is the final value. This is initial value and this is the final value. Now I is default initialized to 1. I is default initialized to 1. Now 1, that is range here, range 5. Final value is 5. No, 1 not equal to 5. Then it will display 1. Starting value 1. Print I. Then I is incremented to 2. 2 equal to 5. 2 equal to 5. No. It will print 2. Then I is become 3. 3 equal to 5. Range is not 3 not equal to 5. That is 3 equal to 5. Not equal to 5 mean executed. Equal to 5 it will terminate. Not equal to 5, that is true. Then 3 printed. Now I4. 4 not equal to 5. No. 4 printed. Now I5 equal to 5, 5 not equal to 5, not true. 5 equal to 5 is true, so it will terminate the loop. That is out of the loop. Here the out of the loop is after the statement. Suppose there is a statement and this statement is known as out of the loop, that is statement. It can be any statement like further execution statement, whatever print or execution or initialization is there. Well, this is the out of the statement. This means it will terminate the loop and goes to the control, and control goes to the next executable statement. That can be any statement. So this is the concept of initialization and the final value. I equal to 1, start the value, and final value is 5, range 5. And here increment value is again default value is 1. So here increment value is default value is 1. Now let us consider the incremented value. That is, you can specify the incremented value. Suppose for I in range 1, 10, 2. This is the initialization value, the initialized value, that is initialization, initial value. This is the final value, that is the range value, and it is the incremented value. Initialization, final value, and incremented value. So this is the I in range 1, 10, 2. And this is a statement. Suppose print I. First of all, I is initialized to 1, that is 1, and here range is final value is 10. Here range 10, and we print the statement, that is I, and I is I equal to I plus 2, because the incremented value is here 2. Now initially I print I 1, then I become 3, 3 equal to 10, no, then 3 printed, I 5, 5 equal to 10, no, I printed, I 7, 7 equal to 10, no, 7 printed, and now 9, 9 equal to 10, no, 9 printed, now 11, 11 is cross the range value, that is 10, greater than 10, it will terminate. So in this way you can use, and now this is the out of statement. If there is any executable statement exists. So this is the concept of for loop in Python. You can use default initialization value, that is 0. You can specify the initial value and the final value. You can specify the incremented value or decremented value. Suppose we want to display some decremented values. So this is the increment for loop, increment operation in for loop. Now suppose for I in range, that is equal to suppose 10, 0, and suppose 2. Print I. First of all, again initialize to I initialize to 10 here. This is the initial value, and this is the final value, and this is increment operation. I is 10 here. I is initialized to 10. Now the condition final value is 0. Final is 0. 10 not equal to 0, then print I. That is I is here 10. Now I is decremented. This is decrement value, that is equal to -2. You can use -2. If you use plus, then it will increment it. If you use -2, then it is decremented. So this is the decremented value, -2. I is -2, then I equal to I -2. Now I is 10, 10 equal to 0, no, print 10. Then I is decremented to 8 and goes to final state. 8 is equal to 0, no, then it print 8. Then decremented to 6. 6 equal to 0, no, it prints 6. 4 equal to, now it is decremented to 4. 4 equal to 0, no, 4 printed. Now 2. 2 equal to 0, no, 2 printed. Now 2 minus 2, that is 0. So it will stop printing or executing the statement within for loop. So this is the decrement operation. Here we have to specify -2. -2 mean decremented by minus 2. You can use minus 4 or minus 10, whatever value need to be decremented, you can specify here minus value. If you use plus value, then it will increment it again and again. In this situation, if you increment plus to plus plus, then it will never reach the value as final. So it will produce infinite looping. So infinite looping mean when the condition never reach to the final value, then the execution will then the statement within the for loop will execute again and again and again. So there is no condition to satisfy. There is a now let us consider a example of for loop in Python. Write a program to find the factorial of a number. Factorial 5 equal to 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, or you can write 1 into 3 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. So you can either decrement the value or increment the value. So this is the concept of for loop in Python. Now we have to find out the factorial of the number. Now first of all, we have to take the number, that is suppose n equal to int input, enter the number, enter the limit or number, n int input, enter the number. Then fact is initialized to 1 for I in range, that is I in range initialized to 1, and final value is n up to n, that's why we have to consider n plus 1. Why we need to consider n plus 1? N is the final value, that is suppose factorial 5, then the execution stop in factorial 6. Then the execution will stop when the value of n is 6. So we have to find the factorial up to n. That's why there is n plus 1. We have to find the factorial up to n. That's why n plus 1. Now fact equal to, that is fact equal to fact into I. Fact equal to fact into I is the factorial calculation. Fact equal to fact into I. Now the print statement, that is the factorial of n is fact. Factorial of n is fact. So this is the execution of factorial of any number. Let us consider the program with the diagram or dry run. Let us consider the dry run of the program. First of all, n is suppose 5. N can be any number. Suppose here n is 5. Now initialized to fact is initialized to 1. Now I in range, that is up to n plus 1, that is I is initialized to 1. Here initial value is 1. Then it check range up to n plus 1 mean up to 6. Whether a range is up to 6. Then fact equal to fact into I, that is fact equal to fact into I, that is equal to fact is initialized to 1. Now I is 1, then fact is 1 into 1. I is 1, so fact is now 1. I is incremented, that is I plus plus, I equal to I plus 1. Now I is 2. 2 equal to 6? No. Then fact is now 1 into 2, that is equal to 2. Fact is 2. Now I is incremented 3. 3 equal to 6? No. Then fact equal to fact into I in 2 into 3, that is equal to 6. Now I is 4. 4 equal to 6? No. Then fact equal to here, fact equal to 6 into 4, that is 24. Now I is 5. 5 equal to 6? No. Now fact equal to 24 into 5, that is 120. Now I is 6. 6. I is incremented to 6. So 6 equal to 6. Now stop the result, and it will print the value, that is factorial of 5 is 120, and the value of factorial is right now 120. We know the variable are those that can change its value. Initially it is 1, then it is after multiplication of first multiplication, after the first multiplication it is 1, then after the second multiplication it is 2, and 2 into 3 6, then 6 into 4 24. Fact is gathering the previous value, 24 into, then I is incremented to 5, 24 into 5, that is equal to 120. Now when I is 6, then you will stop the execution of the for loop. So this is the concept of for loop, example of for loop, detailed concept of for loop. Share and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much for watching this video. Keep learning and keep growing. Thank you.